Welcome to English Grammar and Writing Skills course of Edupome EdTech. You are watching the video with Manisha Bedi and the topic for the video is phrasal verbs. So today we are going to talk about phrasal verbs. Alright. So what is phrasal verbs? What do you understand by phrasal verbs? If you notice, you will understand that this is one of the most important unit of English grammar. English grammar. Now, before talking about the examples, let's talk about what are phrasal verbs. If you watch out this unit, you will understand that this phrasal verbs is made up of two things. That is phrase plus verb. Alright. Now let's see what is phrase. Phrase means an incomplete sentence. Alright. Incomplete sentence. Okay. For example, if I say stand up. Okay. So stand up is a phrase. Why we are calling it a phrase? Because it is an incomplete sentence. It does not contain any subject or object or predicate. It doesn't have any punctuation marks. So that is the reason we call it a phrase. Alright. But if I use it in a sentence, if I use this word in a sentence like I asked him to stand up. Okay. Now this is a proper sentence. Alright. I hope if you are not clear with the term phrase, then you would have your concept cleared over here. Alright. So phrase can be called as incomplete sentence or the group of words put together. Alright. Group of words put together. As you can see in this case. Okay, so stand up is a phrase and I asked him to stand up is in sentence. This is the difference between phrase and sentence. Now the second thing is verb. Verb means an action or an event. Verb tells us about the doer. Doer means who is performing that action or who is participating in one such event. For example, when I told that I asked him to stand up, that means him is a doer. I am asking him who is going to perform this action. He will stand up. What he will do, he will just stand up. Alright. So I asked him to stand up. Stand means a verb. It is an action. It is an event. Alright. So I hope you understand that what is a phrasal verb. Now I will talk about some more knowledge about phrasal verbs. Now see, phrasal verbs. Now see, most of the sentences used in our daily life is surrounded with variety of phrasal meanings. Alright. Mainly what they do, they use the verb either with adverbs, preposition or both. Okay. For example, if I say break down. Okay. So breakdown is a phrasal verb. So what we do in phrasal verb, we use the verb. Verb is break. Okay. With adverb or a preposition. Alright. With an adverb or a preposition. So phrasal verb consists of the verbs used with adverb or a preposition, which is actually called as particles. Okay, particles means adverb or preposition. For example, in the example called out here, that is break down. Break is a verb and down is, what is down? Down is a preposition. Alright. So that means breakdown is in the form of verb plus particle. Okay. Verb plus particle. And what is the particle used over here? The particle used here is preposition. Alright. Now let's see another example. if you are asked a meaning, if you are asked about the meaning of stand up for, okay, stand up for, this is one such phrasal verbs. Now if you see, then stand, it is made up of three things. Stand up for, alright, stand up for. Now what are those three things? Stand is a verb, up is an adverb, and for is a preposition. Alright, so this phrasal verb is made up of three things, that is verb plus particle. And if anyone asks you that what are the particles used here, used in stand up for, you will answer that there are two particles used here. One is an adverb and another one is the preposition. Alright, so the stand is the verb, up is the adverb, up is an adverb, and for is a preposition. Alright.